I'll just say goodbye to you, and then these guys are gonna do some B-roll.
Okay.
Around here, right?
You want me to talk about that? That's
Oh yeah, okay.
So yeah, this is a 1934 Harley Davidson VFD. This is my own bike. And in 1934, they made 1,330 VFDs, and they made 5 VFDS Solos. Harley's more popular bike at the time was the VL. And this is basically a commercial variant of the VL, VFD. And the only difference between the two bikes was that the VFD had magnesium cast iron pistons, because they figured the commercial models are going to be used at slow speed with less air flowing over the cylinders. The VL had aluminum cylinders. The commercial
Hi,
model,
smart driver. Thank you.
aluminum pistons. The commercial model had cast iron pistons. With less air flowing over the cylinders, the engine is going to get a lot hotter. The cast iron pistons will expand at the same rate as the cast iron cylinders, so they won't seize. Because aluminum, they hadn't really refined the metallurgy at that time.
We are having a
with aluminum
thunderstorm,
pistons to
so
keep the expansion rates down.
we can't
So
go
early
swimming
engines
today.
With aluminum pistons, when they got hot, they seized, especially motorcycles. So the commercial models all got old school cast iron pistons. And so in 1934, they made 5 VFD Solos, which were non-sidecar bikes. The rest of the VFDs were all sidecar bikes used for commercial purposes. So this is one of those 5 VFD Solos.
1934.
It was bought new in Maine, and I am the 3rd owner. I bought it from Lamont Rollerson of Islesboro Island, which is up in Penobscot Bay. And during World War II, his older brother had a Harley, but he was overseas.
We are eating dinner. Actually, my husband is done eating dinner.
Lamont, who was 13, 14 at the time, tear all over Islesboro with his knucklehead. His brother came back from the war. He said, you gotta get your own bike. And so he went to the mainland and found this for sale in Belfast in 1944. And he owned it from 1944 until he passed away in 2016. And I got photos of him with his wife on it back in the day, riding all over the country. She loved how it sounded, so she painted music notes on the tailpipe. And they were heavily involved in the American Motorcycle Association, AMA. So she hand painted an AMA logo on the toolbox, and they wrote this all over the place. I bought it from his estate. They called a buddy of mine who was a motorcycle shop, and they asked if he could sell it for them. He said, I know a guy who want that. And he called me up.
Bev, this Italian thing does not have.
He got it running, and then
It's
when
not
I got it, I rewired
that
it.
good,
The
right?
wire was just crumbling. And since it's nearly identical to a VL, which is a very abundant bike, a lot more common than a VFD, there's a lot of parts availability, so I got a whole new wiring harness, adjusted the valve,
It's
cleaned the
solid.
car, greased it up, got all the lights working, had to do some work with the ignition switches up here. and
Salad.
I probably put close to 1,000 miles on it in here. I ride it all over the place.
Can you fire it up for us?
Sure, yeah. All Harleys before 1936, when they introduced the knuckleheads, still had total loss oiling systems. And so there's the oil tank section of your gas tank, which you fill up with oil.
I'm almost done eating.
It's metered into the engine through a pump, but after it's done with that, it just drips out onto the primary chain. So hence
So it lubricates the chain.
lubricates the primary chain. Yep.
Okay, I got it.
So first off, when it's cold, I set the choke to full and give it 2 kicks to prime it, just to get some fuel into the cylinders. Then I take the choke off, turn on the ignition, retard the spark, set the throttle if I'm lucky.
What our plan? Our plan this weekend, we are going to clean the house.
I love all the little things they added. Like they added these
Hello,
reflectors, you know,
Judea.
they probably picked up out of
We just
JC
got
Penney.
done having
They
dinner.
added these little blunt lights.
How are you
Made sure it all
guys?
still worked and I rewired it.
No swimming today. It's thunderstorm outside. Of course it's outside. Thunderstorm.
So is this unrestored pretty much?
It was repainted in the early 2000s. Before that, it was an original paint bike. You know,
Hopefully
nowadays,
tomorrow.
you would have not touched it. But back
Tomorrow.
in the 2000s, they just saw a ratty old bike.
Yep.
So that was normal for the time, but looking back on it now,
Got done
it's
from
like,
the gym.
Oh gosh, I wish they had repainted it.
Right.
Yeah, no. Last summer, me and a bunch of my friends who all own old
Getting
Harleys,
strong for the
I was the
girls.
oldest one of
But this
34,
is
my
gonna
buddy
be
Ron
saggy
had a
tomorrow,
48.
right? It
My
was
buddy
too much.
Warren rode my other bike, my 75, and we all rode through downpour rain to go see you.
To my house. An hour or
The
so.
three of us are all so busy, we picked that day a month earlier. We said, rain or, rain or shine, we're riding on that day. And that morning it started pouring, but this bike rode like a champ.
Sir, thank you.
Thank
You
you.
know what? If all
My
the
husband is
Christian
there. He's watching.
college graduates are this successful, when old farts like me leave the sport, the hobby of
Right
old
now.
farts, to guys like this, we're in good shape. There you go.
I don't know what's wrong with this Tracy.
I'm a mom, an actor, and an advocate. What works for my schedule is taking Kesimpta. Learn more at kesimpta.com.
This river wasn't dammed in a day.
Prime Video.
You still have this or no?
Yeah,
Okay.
I still have that. You have not seen the whatchamacallit, the biker, if it's already in
I
there?
have no idea.
We are having this for tomorrow. There's a salad also at work left over. It's gonna be saggy tomorrow. Not much, babe. It's quiet.
No, we never did finish this one.
Oh, okay. We can finish that. Go. I need to mute my live watching movie. Oh, well.